Real quick. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What's up, everyone? Oh man, got some cool stuff to share with you today. So, let me move out of the way. So, we have got the Blackstar back here, guys. I'm going to give people a moment to get online here before we unbox this thing here. So, just had to go downstairs and get some coffee. I did go ahead and unbox the cabinet because that was just kind of a beast to get out. So, I went ahead and did that. So guys, we're going to hang out for probably just 2 or 3 minutes here, and then I'll start unboxing this thing. What's up, everyone? Hey, there's a channel called Riff Master. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. Mine's on, Five's on, Morgoth's on. Good to see you guys. South Louisiana. I've never been to Louisiana before. Brad, what's up, dude? And I grew up in Pensacola, Florida, Frank. So but I've never visited New Orleans or any part of Louisiana. So I may have to change that. K is 6 Amour watching from the bath. Hey, I guess it's not a bad place to watch. I think we all take our cell phones in the bathroom with us, these days to watch stuff and whatever. Hey, why not? I always have YouTube going, man. I'm always, learning new stuff. Uh, you guys know I study Thai language, so I've constantly got that going. My wife and I, we watch a lot of videos, so always have YouTube going somewhere. Morgoth from Chicago, cool. Frank's from West Palm Beach, awesome, man. Rub, Joe's on, what's up? Joe's in Sarasota, cool, man. Cool. You see me looking over here, I've got the laptop over here, guys, so I can read your comments and type and all that good stuff. So, Mark from Spain, awesome, man. Murda from Germany. The 187 Murda. So we will be in Germany for one day. We'll be in Munich. I believe it's on November the 8th that we'll be there. We're flying to Thailand in November. So I'm thinking about having a subscriber meetup. I don't know how many people watch from that area because, again, it's a 10-hour layover. So we'll be in Munich just for one day. So probably only about, 6 hours realistically to get to walk around and hang out some. Riff Masters from England, awesome. We got Spain, England, we got Italy. That's cool, guys. This is awesome. Thank you guys for coming on, by the way. Hey, smash the like button if you guys think about it. That helps the channel out. Paul Parkin, cool. And we will be playing guitar very soon, but I just wanted to give a few minutes. Give about another minute or two for folks to get on. We're going to unbox the Blackstar MK3. I just got it in a couple of days ago. I believe it was Thursday. So, by the way, guys, this amplifier here, this has not been released yet. So, Blackstar sent this to me. This has not even been released yet. This is the MK3. This is the HD Stage 100, the 100 watt head, and then I've got the 412 cab. So, let's see here. No, I didn't unbox it. So, that's a good question, Logify. So real quick, guys. So the cab, I already unboxed that just because it's just a pain to do. You guys know I had to pull that thing out of the box. Actually, it came in 2 boxes. They packaged this thing up quite nicely. So this thing came in 2 boxes. We're gonna unbox this head. We're gonna just go ahead and get to this right now, guys, because I gotta plug this thing in, man. And I can't spend too much time on the live here today because I've got a gig tonight. So unfortunately, it's an acoustic gig. I won't be able to play this thing tonight, but we will have this thing on stage at some point very soon. Thank you, guys. Getting some comments here. Thank you, folks. Lars in Sweden, dude. All these countries you guys are from are countries I want to visit soon, man. At some point. But yeah, I did get the cab. This is a 412 cab. Let's unbox this thing, guys. Joe, I'm playing at the Brass Tap in Lakeland tonight. I played at a place called Bootleggers Brewing last night in Tampa. I'm at the Brass Tap in Lakeland tonight. Tomorrow I'll be playing at Finn's Dockside in Apollo Beach from 12 to 4. I've I've never got a question about solar guitars. I've never played a solar guitar. I don't know where I would get my hands on one at. I think Ola just sells it through online. I don't know if those are in. I don't know if those things are in stores, so I could be wrong. If you guys know what store carries solar guitars, like my local guitar store, they don't have them, and I'm just not really too thrilled about buying a brand of a guitar that I've never played before. You know what I mean? So I'd have a hard time with that. You know, I like my Ibanez guitars, so that's mainly what I stick to, my ESP guitars. Thank you guys for the comments. I do appreciate all of you guys. I'm reading some very kind comments on here, so I really do appreciate that, guys. There is harsh truth. There is an attenuator on here, so you can dial this down to. I mean, this is a 100-watt head, so no, we're not cranking that up. You can dial this down, though. I don't know. We're about to find out. I don't know what you can bring it down to. Probably 20 watts or something like that, hopefully. What I've learned about more of the modern amps, and I'm hoping this amp is like this. I've learned that the gain on the modern amps, like my EVH 5153, I'll share that real quick with you guys. You guys have, I got stuff all in the way here. So that EVH down there, that's a 50-watt head. And that amp sounds great at a low volume. And you can see the amp 3 that I got from Blackstar a couple of months ago. So yeah, I've been working with Blackstar guys on some things, so I'm hoping, really hoping to continue that relationship, because I do love their products, and yeah, they got some, hopefully some really good things coming up. So Brad, you just got the amp, you got a used amp 3, awesome, man. Yeah, it's a really nice pedal, really nice pedal. Yeah, so I'm hoping, you know, this is all tube here, it's EL34. Hey, let's open it up, man. My little bitty knife here. Is this going to work for this thing? I don't know. We'll see. I remember Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. All right. Let's do it. I'm just going to go back here. Let me know, guys, if the volume's okay here. If I was fancy, I'd have more cameras, and I'm going to get to that at some point for live streams. I want to kind of beef up the live streams, but I'm not quite there yet. I think that's good enough. One cool thing, and maybe this is kind of the standard now, is that these amps and the cabs, they come in 2 boxes. There's actually a box inside of this one here. So I'm gonna have to put this on the floor to get it out, guys. Just stuff like this. These things are in there quite snug. Almost there. So there it is, guys. They didn't send me an amp, they just sent me another box. I'm kidding. These things come in 2 boxes. So what's cool is we have now more boxes with the cab and the amp. We've got more boxes to put stuff in to, you know, to clear out. We're trying to downsize. So here we go. And yes, guys, I'm being very careful as I open this thing with a knife. Okay, we're gonna put this on the floor here, and we're gonna lift this baby out. They package these things really well, guys. This thing is tight, very tight in here. So power cable, we will need that soon. Blackstar stickers to put on my guitar case, awesome. Got a speaker cable. The cabinet came with a speaker cable as well, so that's cool. There's something in here. Oh, okay, this is cool, guys. I didn't realize it came with a pedal. So there's a channel pedal, real simple pedal here, channel and voice here. So we do have a pedal. That's awesome. Make sure not missing anything else. All right, guys, here we go. And I'm going to bring this up close, by the way, guys. So, or I'll bring the camera over here. That's probably a smarter way to do that. Believe it or not, it's not super heavy. Well, I hope it sounds heavy, but the weight is not super heavy. So let's do this, guys. Let's I'm gonna bring you guys with me so we can see this thing. All right, so there it is, guys, the Blackstar. Hopefully you guys can see and hear okay there. I'll get it in as close as I can here so it's not fuzzy. And guys, I can't see the comments, but I will get back to the comments here quickly. So, of course, your power standby. So yes, HT stage, 100 watts. The MK3. Okay, so check this out, guys. We go all the way from 100 watts to 10 watts. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish we had a 50 watt in between, but you know what? I can live with that. I mean, you're either on stage at 100 watts or you're in the bedroom at 10 watts. I think 10 watts we can get plenty. We've got our volumes here, our master volumes, presence, resonance. Oh, we got reverb, built-in reverb. Now the reverb on the AMP3, I really like it, so I'm assuming I'm going to like this as well. Okay, get up a little closer here, guys. We got the ISF. This is cool. This is your American/British. So to the right we get more of a British sound. To the left we get more of an American sound. On the AMP3 I kind of have it right here, a little on the British side. We got our overdrive channel EQ here. We've got these voicings here. I'm not sure what they do, but we will find out. We got our volume, our gain, volume gain. So we got, okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself here. So let's start here, guys. Let's start on this end right here. So here's your clean. And I guess there's different types of cleans. There's some voicings. I'll have to read what these are. I'm not sure what these are quite yet. But here's our volume for the clean. Clean, you've just got a bass and treble. I can live with that. That's fine. I can certainly live with that. Okay. And then here is our, we've got overdrive 1 and overdrive 2. So that's pretty cool. And this is, so you've got two gain channels, guys. This is pretty cool here. You got two gain channels here. Okay. We'll go ahead and crank the gain up on those. And then you got your volumes here, different voicings, so some different options here. Then we've got our overdrive EQ. So this is interesting here. Okay, then we got our master controls here. Okay, I'm going to keep this at 10 watts, by the way. So let's plug this thing in. I'm going to go ahead and connect the speakers, the cabinet up. We'll let the tubes warm up here. Really excited about this. This is cool, guys. Hey, thank you for joining this, by the way. This is cool. I'd love to hang out with you. I'll get to the comments here, guys, shortly. But yeah, they do. Actually, I saw the question about the speaker cable. They include two of them. The cabinet came with one as well. So I've got two speaker cabinets here. That's pretty cool. So let's connect this real quick. Make sure we get this in the right one. All right, so there's a few options, guys. I'm just going to plug this in real quick. I'll put all this stuff in a detailed video. All right, we're going mono. Okay. Fuse. Okay, so we do. Sorry, I'm not paying attention, you guys. I'm trying to get this started up, but I'll show you this on another video. So you've got the effects loop back here. We're not really going to use any of the effects or anything like that today. There's a foot switch control, two-way and a three-way here. Sorry, two-way and five-way it looks like. So you also have, you've got some other settings for the cab rig software. So if you just got this amp head, I think we're almost ready to power this thing up, by the way. If you just got the amp head, and let's say you did not have any, didn't have a cab, you could still use this. You can connect this via USB to your computer, or there's also an out, and you could connect that to your interface if you wanted to do that, and you could use their cab rig software, just like with the AMP3. So a lot of you are familiar with that. We're gonna plug in. Let me catch up on a few comments here to see if in case I missed anything here. Cool. The Marshall DSL. By the way, this does have EL34 tubes in it. Yeah, this thing wasn't falling out of the box. Yeah, cool. I almost opted for the 50 watt head, guys. The 50 watt, there's a 50 watt head, 212. And by the way, they give you, let me take this thing off here. On the top here, you've got a lot of different things that is telling you what's going on here. So, I think we're good with this. So on the amp itself, in short, guys, and again, I'll make a detailed video on this later once I figure everything out. But it's very much set up like the AMP3 that I went over a few videos ago. So yeah, you've just got a lot of different things you can do with this. So let's. You guys ready to do this? I'm ready to do it. I probably should plug it in first. Let me do that. Leave it up to me to turn the amp on. It's like, hey, it's not working, but we haven't plugged it in yet. I didn't turn it on, by the way. So, all right, here we go, guys. Let's do it. All right. I probably should get a guitar cable here. Okay. By the way, the cables I like that I've been using are the Proco cables. I like how Sweetwater labels their cables with color. Really helps because I've got a lot of cables I use for live performance. All right, guys. And I'm not going to crank this thing, obviously, because I've got like this little mic up here, so the trusted Ibanez. All right, I'm making sure the volume is all the way down on these things, guys, because, yeah, we don't want that. Master volume's down. Here we go, guys. And again, we're not going to crank this thing up. We don't want to blow anything here. Blow out my the mic I'm using. I'm using, what is it, the Rode mic, the NTG, the video mic NTG. Cheers, guys. Keep it metal. All right. Let's get the master volume just a little bit here. Just figuring out all the controls here, guys. We're getting there. And I gotta remember I'm on 10 watts here. Reverb sounds nice. not going to play clean. I'm just getting some sound. Not a bad clean sound. If I added some delay, if you guys like chorus on your clean. Yeah, I'm on the 10 watt version right now, guys, which I don't have. I mean, the volume's at like 2, so yeah. All right, so let me figure out how to get to my overdrive channels here. I gotta figure out how to switch channels. Okay, so there's a little switch on here. I'll get some close-ups in a second. This is overdrive 1, by the way, okay? Let me know if it distorts the camera, guys. I don't want to blow the speaker. I like this. Again, we're getting to the metal, but this is a really nice. And does it sound okay out here, guys? I want to make sure it's not clipping and killing you guys on that end, because I know sometimes these mics are sensitive. So let me know if it clips, or give me a thumbs up if it sounds okay. Okay, so not a metal sound, but we're only on the overdrive 1. I'm kind of like easing this into this thing. What I want to do is there's a voice switch here. So we got this here. Whoa, so that gave us a boost there. Okay, hold on a second. So that voice must give it just a boost, that's kind of cool, because that way if you're going from rhythm to okay. Let me crank the gain all the way up on this channel, okay? By the way, that's going down. But and the reason I did that is because I like to see if we can get a diverse range of sounds, right? So again, we're on OD1. We've still got OD2 to go. Gains all the way up. Still not bad. Again, OD1. And guys, I am using 0 pedals. So my mic might be cut. Let me make sure we don't overload the mic. No pedals on that though. Can you guys hear that okay? Let me know if that's not loud enough. Crank it up just a hair more. Again, when I do this voice thing, that gives it a little bit more edge. So there's so OD1, one overdrive channel here. We're going to the second one next. You've got a voicing over here. I'll have to read more about what the actual voicing does, guys, because I honestly don't know. So, but again, we've got this, we've got our ISF on the kind of the British side. Let's do something else before I go to overdrive 2. Let's see. Dial the gain back to about 7 or 8 on here on overdrive 1. mess with this IF setting. We're gonna go all the way British. All right, let me turn it down just a bit, guys. It seems like we're clipping. That's the ISF all the way over to the British side. We'll go all the way to the other, which is more of an American. I go somewhere in between, but a little. All right, so yeah, lapel mic's cutting in. So how are we cutting in and out? Not with just me playing. Let me check the mic real quick, guys. Let me turn the mic down just a little bit. What I can do, let me know if this sounds better. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. How do we sound now? Now I'm not using my Rode mic. This is just the iPhone mic now. So how is that? Let me know how it's now. Let's play a little bit. You guys ready for overdrive too? Let's do it, man. We haven't even really heard metal. Like we've heard more of kind of a. I mean, you can play metal with that. You can play. Thank you guys. Thank you, Philip. Thanks. No more clicking. You can play metal with any amp. In my opinion, playing metal sometimes with an amp that maybe is not designed for metal might give you just a different sound. So that's not a bad thing. Little drop in volume. Yeah, the other mic picks up a little bit better. So move this thing. We shouldn't get any more breakup. That's the thing about those Rode mics. They're very sensitive. You guys can hear this okay. Yeah, nails the 80s tone, man. So I think I might have to plug my mic back in. I apologize for this, but I'm going to do something. All right, tell me how, yeah, sorry about that, guys. What happens when I unplug my mic? My phone thought it was off. It thought the whole thing was off, so it just blacked out. So sorry about that. What I did was I put the microphone at minus 20 dB. So how's my voice right now? If you guys can do another sound check for me. Talking, it might be a little bit lower, but hopefully it's still, and see how the guitar sounds too. All right, so this might sound a little bit better. Yeah, because I set the mic at minus 20 dB. Sometimes that works. We're going to OD2. Overdrive 2 is next. What I like about this so far, number one, I've got the gain probably about 7.58, something like that. We're down on wattage, by the way, guys. A lot of tube amps, you will never get this kind of tone. You will never get this kind of tone with the older tube amps. You got to crank them up to get that saturation like that. Granted, I'm on the 10-watt setting, right? It's holding out really well, right? And you can hear, man, sounds pretty cool. I won't play super high notes because that might break up the, you know, the sound here. It is time to go to the overdrive number 2, guys. All right, here we go. We're doing it. That's overdrive 2. So I have got the gain not quite all the way. I'm going to just crank it on up here. The gain here. So let's see. I keep having to touch the camera. My phone keeps wanting to go off. I don't know why it's not wanting to stay on here. But anyway, so... pretty happy with that. I'm gonna change the voicing on it. Probably have to turn the volume down here. So this voice, there's like a switch. I still don't know what it does yet, but the voicing on here kind of brightens things up. A lot more, a little bit more saturation. I'm gonna click the voicing off. I kind of like this a little bit better. Camera here, or and my camera keeps wanting to turn off. Sorry, guys. We'll have to deal with that for now. So I'm pretty happy with this, guys. So I can't wait to use some pedals with this. You know, I've got the MXR distortion pedal, and I've been using that really as like a overdrive, that extra OD. But honestly, I don't really need one with this amp. I mean, I can record just fine with the tone I have here. Wait, should we hear what the 7-string sounds like with this thing? You guys want to hear that? That's a stupid question, isn't it? You're like, dude, duh. Alright, let's stand by, amp. Yep. I hope this thing's in tune. And guys, once we test the 7-string out, I'll hang out for a little bit. We'll have a quick Q&A on here if you guys want. Let's see what this baby sounds like. Comes right back. Whoa. Guess what, guys? I have, you mentioned a noise gate on here, Greggles. I have no noise gate at all. I've got a noise gate to use with it, but this is, we're supposed to be hearing some noise right now, guys. We're supposed to be, now let's turn the guitar volume on. So, we're on right now. I really don't have any noise. I'm sure when I turn the volume up, right, I'm going to get some noise. I mean, even with a noise gate, though, you're still going to get that noise from the amp, right? They must have built a gate in this thing. I have noticed that some of the modern amplifiers have been coming with a noise gate on, with noise gates on them. But yeah, now I'm sure if I put this thing on the 100-watt mode, which I'm not going to do because I won't be able to, well, yeah. Let's test something real quick. I'm not going to blow you guys out of the room here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the volume all the way down, okay, on my channel. No volume at all, right? So let's click up. We're on the 100-watt mode now, okay? So I'm going to gradually turn this thing up. Yeah, Marv's Music, the EVH Iconic does have that. My buddy Drinking with Drew, he just bought one. So Noska, thank you, man. You always bring some what do you call these things? Super chats to the chat room. I appreciate that. Appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. The damage dollar wise. So guys, I am sponsored by Blackstar. I'm very I'm very humbled and happy to tell you guys that before we test this 100-watt. But yeah, this is part of a sponsorship I have with them, with Blackstar. You guys know I got the AMP3 pedal a while back, and I put some videos out for that. They really liked what I did, and they said they wanted to work with me more, and this shows up. This 100-watt head. By the way, this has not been released, and this is a 412 cab as well. This has not been released yet, guys. This is going to be released. I hope I don't misquote this, but I believe on September 15th. So let's see what this, again, guys, I'm not going to crank this. We're on the 100-watt setting. For folks that are new, we've got a 10-watt setting and a 100-watt setting. I kind of wish there was an in-between. I kind of wish I had a 50-watt setting, but honestly, not a big deal. The 10-watt setting, I had it on, the volume was at like 2. So, I mean, that was plenty loud for bedroom playing. And honestly, if I'm going to record with this amplifier, I'd probably use the 10-watt setting. probably on about 4 or 5. That volume will get me a nice, a nice signal to the microphone to mic it up in my small studio here. So, all right, gradual boost on volume. Hopefully the thing shouldn't clip here. No noise gate, guys. Now my volume, I'm probably on 0.5. Whoa, that's different. That shouldn't clip the mic, but let me know if it does. Camera's wanting to turn off. Whoa, my I'm impressed level with this amp just shot through the roof. So the amp is on, right? Now I've got the guitar volume all the way down, but no noise gate, none, guys, none. So usually you've got amp noise out the yin-yang here. So my guitar volume's all the way on. I have zero noise coming out of this thing. So holy crap, man. So I'm sure the manual says something about a noise gate, but there's nothing on here. It's just like it's built into the amp. I guess the way they designed it. Yeah, and I'm starting to really like my 7-string a lot right now. That's saturation, man. So my gain, I'm gonna back the gain off a little bit here. I need some delay for my leads. I rarely ever play a solo without delay, and if I don't have delay, I screw up. Guys, well, I am man, I'm pretty happy with this thing, guys. It's so like I said, there are 3 total channels. You've got a clean channel. You play through that in the beginning there. Then you've got 2 overdrive channels. You got overdrive 1. We'll pick it back up again, Riff Master. You got overdrive 1 and overdrive 2, and yeah, I would love to see delay. The reverb sounds nice on here. I really like the reverb. Now, what I didn't share with you on the back of the amp, and I'll be doing a complete review on this amplifier, guys. So stay tuned for that. But it's set up, very similar because Blackstar has been using their latest technology to come up with some more options here. I have to keep touching the camera. It keeps fading out on me. I don't know what's wrong with it, but anyway, so Blackstar, they've got this cab rig technology, which if you're not using a cab, you can connect this amp head directly to your computer, and you can run it through as an interface into your studio, or you can connect it via the out and go into your interface if you want to do that. But again, it might be easier to use it as an interface. So you can do that and use their cab rig software to get the tones that you want. So you've got several options now. Their cab rig software, it sounds great. I think it sounds better than a lot of cabs out there. software out there, but I don't really, you know, I'd much rather hear this 412 right here. This thing sounds brutal, man. It sounds just extremely brutal. So I'm gonna mess around with it some more. Of course, I'm gonna be making several videos on this amp as part of my commitment to Blackstar for partnering with them. So Blackstar, if you guys are watching this, thank you, thank you for sending me this. By the way, I've been working, you know, with some folks over there, Ali, including Ali. So I appreciate you guys. But yeah, this thing is a monster, guys. This thing is an absolute monster. I'm gonna play it a little bit more here, but the gain is very clean. The gain is like not like in clean channel clean, but it's tight. You know what I mean? Somebody had mentioned earlier that it doesn't have that flubbery sound like a lot of amps do when it comes to 7 string. My settings aren't anything special. I've got the bass at about 5.5. I've got my mids and treble boosted on here a little. A little bit of presence added, not much. Nothing crazy though, guys. Nothing like you know off the norm here. So I'm getting just some really good tones out of this thing. I'm really digging it. um, Let me answer a few more questions on here. Daryl, even through your TV, cool. I won't be playing this at my live gig tonight. No, unfortunately, guys, my live gigs that I play around town are most of them are solo acoustic gigs. You guys see me pick up the electric from time to time, and I'm playing through the Pod Go, the Line 6 Pod Go with that one. But there's no way I'd bring this to a solo gig. It'd be a hassle to have to lug that around. Now, if I was playing in a band, which I've got some stuff coming up on that, probably beginning of 2024. So I do plan to be using this on stage next year. So I got some stuff coming up with that. I also plan to play some of my own music live here with a band if I can get the right band members to play my new album that's going to be coming out soon. The plan, so a quick update on Overcoming. So that album, I am in the mixing stage now. I've almost got all that completed. This upcoming week, I should, by the end of this week, should be able to hand it off to the person mastering the album, and we should be able to go from there. So my plan is to actually release it the first week of December. However, I'm going to pre-release 2 songs in October, November before that. The reason why I'm doing that, guys, because we're going to be, most of you know, we're going to be in Thailand the whole month of November. So I don't want to release an album in October and not be able to ship the CDs, because I'm going to have CDs for this. So I figured it'd be better just to like release a couple of songs, pre-release a couple songs on the album, and then have the actual album, drop in the first week of December when we're back, and then I can ship the CDs, because I do all that stuff. I do everything myself. So at some point, I hope to work with more people that can like handle the CD distribution and all that. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. But right now, I'm still, things like CDs I'm shipping out myself. So, but at least a couple songs will be out there before the release. But yeah, that's it. Metalhead, does the cab rig software allow you to load third-party IRs? I don't think it's designed for that. I could be wrong. What it does allow you to do, so yes and no, to answer your question. I don't know that you can load them into the cab rig software. However, the cab rig software allows you to record a DI track. So you could use that, and then you've got your amp sound on that DI, and then use a third-party IR in your studio. So yes, it does allow you to use third-party IRs, but not necessarily in the software, if that makes sense. So, but the short answer to that is yes, you can. You would just, what you can do, and I go through this in a video actually. If you look up a video on my channel, how to record with the AMP3, I show you the many ways you can record with this thing. I hooked the AMP3 up to a cab, to my EVH cab, recorded it that way. I also recorded it using the Blackstar IRs and as well as the DI. So you could record, and you can record multiple tracks. You can assign, if you're using the AMP3 and even this thing here, if you connect this to your computer without a cab and use the cab software, the cab rig software, you can record multiple channels. You'll assign those channels to different inputs there. So you can record a DI, and you can use that with third-party IRs, and you can also record another track, I think 2 more tracks, using the cab software. So you can record one time and get many different sounds, and then still have room for third-party IR. So yeah, I know that was a mouthful, but just look at my video on how to record with the AMP3, and that's going to be the same thing as this thing. They're using the same technology. But again, man, I really I really like this brutal sound of this this 412 cab here. This thing is nice. Let's play a little bit more, shall we? Let me make sure my camera doesn't go off here. Cool. Good stuff, man. One more test I want to do. What I didn't do yet, let's put this on standby. I did not test my my 6-string guitar on this particular setting. So I think we had the 6-string on the 10-watt setting earlier, which 10 watts, that's great to practice with, man, you know. But, and I was thinking, well, if I'm going to record, I'll use the 10 watts, you know, crank the 10 watt up in this small room. But now I'm thinking, no, with most amplifiers, and it seems like the modern amplifiers are doing a lot better with this. Most amplifiers, though, you cannot get a good tone at this low of a volume with a tube amp. Try to do this at this volume to get this tone with like a Mesa or Marshall. Man, you're not going to get it, man. You're just not. You got to crank that thing up, you know. So I think we've come a long way in the design of these things. Just click this baby back on. Not as deep because we got the 6-string. Pretty happy with that. You notice, this is what I love about, I guess, 6-string versus 7. My 7 sounds brutal, but there's not near as much clarity in the notes. I mean, it could be my playing too, you know. It could be just my approach to the 7-string. I don't have a really aggressive attack when I play, so I don't know if that's what it calls for. But you can hear the punchiness in the 6-string, and these are passive pickups, by the way. So and this is another thing about this amp. These are passive pickups, stock. They're the V3, the V7 and V8 pickups on the Ibanez. This is like a 2001, 2002 Prestige RG1570 model. Love this guitar. Got it from my really close friend Tom in 2009. cool, man. I'm happy with the amp. So very, very happy with this. I've got a lot of content. So, guys, last round of questions. I know we got some. I probably missed a lot of questions as I was playing, but any questions you guys have, I'm gonna wrap this up here shortly. I've got to start making some content with this bad boy, and I've got a gig tonight. So, those of you who are local, I'm playing. If you're in the Tampa, Lakeland area, I'm playing at the Brass Tap tonight, an acoustic show. Again, I break out the electric. I'd love to bring this amp, but it definitely wouldn't fit on the stage I'll be at tonight. It's a smaller stage, but with a band, I do plan to play this live. I look at certain things in life happening for a reason, and there's no way I can have an amp like this and not play it live. So that's coming up, and I will keep you guys posted on all that. And of course, we'll have videos and all that good stuff. But do stay tuned for more videos on this thing. I'm going to go really in depth with this, guys. I'm going to go in depth on how to use it and all that good stuff. So do stay tuned for that. I've got some other news coming up in regards. Well, I'll just tell you, I'm going to play around with this some more today and this week, and I may go back and re-record my rhythm tracks for my entire album. I may go back and re-record the tracks with this amplifier because I like the beefiness of the 412 cab. And listen, I'm not going to say I originally recorded the tracks with the EVH 5153 head and the 212 cab. And the EVH amp is great. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. I'm not going to go down that road. The EVH amp is great. It's got a ton of gain, man. Fire breathing gain. So actually, I'm going to probably connect the EVH to this cab, see how that sounds and compare the two amplifiers. Yeah, I might do a video on that. But Riff Master, you just nailed it. The 412 just sounds bigger than the 212, So I'm probably, and because they're my songs and I know them quite well. I've got 10 songs on the new album. I'm in the mixing process. Normally when you're this far into it, you don't re-record stuff, but I'm like, it would only take me about a day, maybe 2 days to redo just the rhythm tracks. I recorded the lead guitar tracks with the AMP3. So those are set in stone. And the drums are done. Cameron Fleury, he did a great job on the drums. The bass is done. The vocals are done. The vocals are all recorded. So everything's done. So I can just re-record with this amplifier here, the rhythm tracks. I record 2 rhythms. I hard pan each one. Like Riff Master says there, it's going to give me a much bigger sound, more full sound. So I think that's what I may be missing on the guitars here. So yeah, I might be doing that. And it's also, when you work with a company, when you partner with someone, and it's a company that you really like and you really believe in, it's not something, it's not something that you're just promoting just because they sent it to you, because there's a lot of stuff I turned down, guys. I've turned down stuff. I don't want to say every week. I'm not that big, not that popular, but I would say I turn down 1 or 2 things a month. I'm constantly getting stuff emailed to me. It's like, hey, we want to send you this product, and I'm just like, either one, I've never heard of it before, or it's just not something that I would realistically use. You know what I mean? But when I heard about Blackstar coming out with some new stuff, and I had been working with someone doing some ads for another company, and they told me about what Blackstar was coming out, which was the AMP3. I'm like, look, if you need somebody for that, please call me because I'm there. And then one thing led to another. I got the AMP3. I was very happy with it. So I can feel really good about promoting the AMP3. And then we've got this. So I can already tell you I feel great about promoting this and using this on my album and really building that relationship further with Blackstar. That's part of the goal. And I want to be transparent with you guys. That is part of my goal because I really like their stuff, man. So yeah, if I can continue partnering with Blackstar and working more with them and the equipment and stuff like that, and who knows where that will lead. So, hey, if I re-record my tracks with this thing here, who knows? Who knows what could happen after that? Maybe we'll have a Jason Stallworth signature amp someday. I wouldn't mind that. That would be cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it. Guys, I want to just say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I've got a lot to get ready for the rest of the day, so I'm going to go start doing that, and I'm going to start messing around with this some more. But thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, give this a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. And guys, stay tuned for more videos. I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome rest of the weekend. I will see you all soon. Keep it metal, guys, and keep playing music.